All right, so we have talked about how to put buttons into your Schoology page and create the links so that you can get wherever you need to get for that. But we haven't talked about how to make those buttons. So today I'm going to show you how I make my buttons. This is not the only way, this is just the way that I like. So I'm going to show you that. So I love Canva. And if you are an educator, you can get basically Canva Pro for free. They just have to verify your employment. So if you don't already have that, definitely look into it because it is worth it. As you can tell, I I really really like Canva. Um, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create a design and I want a custom size. So I want my buttons to be 125 by 125. I like them to be square and I like them to be a little bit smaller. This lets me fit four in a row, which makes me happy. Well, four to five, depending on how it goes, but usually four is what I do. So when you do that, you get this nice blank square canvas, and you can see it is increased to 500% right now. It's not going to stay that way. We can bring that down. And really make it do whatever we want it to do. So, first thing I like to do is pick a generalized theme for my buttons. I am in kind of a woodsy mood, so that is what I'm going to go with. So for my background, I'm going to come down here to background and I'm going to set that as a nice, pretty woodsy green. Um, so you can do this however you want to. I usually just kind of fiddle with it until I feel happy. Um, I want that to be there. You go. So that is going to be the green that I want. And then I'm going to come up here to elements and I'm going to find me some pretty flowers. So I want some wildflowers because it is summer and it is pretty and that is the mood that I am in. So I want graphics and there you go. So it's going to bring up a little bit of everything. And I like the color. So I'm going to go with this for my first button. And we're gonna go from there. So just however you want to do this, you can. You can layer as many graphics in here as you want. So, if you want to put something kind of in the back and you can position it so I can send this backwards so that it's kind of layered. Really, the only thing limiting you here is your imagination and how much time you're willing to put into it. That's it. You can do whatever you want to. That's enough for me. That's good. So I'm going to come to text, and the first button that I know that I need to make is for my Teams link. So I am going to find a text that I like. I don't know. I think sweet's cute. I like that one. So I'm gonna just click on that one. And the reason that I like to use these is because they're already put together. Like they've already got the effects layered in there. They've already got the font. Sometimes they already have the color. If you don't like the color, just click on this little A with the color and you can change that. I think I want it to be like a purpley kind of color. I think that is a nice spring vibe. And then you'll notice that shadow is still pink. I don't really like that. I'm going to click into effects and we have an echo. I don't need to change any of that. I'm just going to change this color right here. And I'm going to change that to like a, a lighter purple. I think that's good. So that's it for me. But I need to obviously change the text. So I'm going to just delete this. Everything stays the exact same. And I'm going to call this class meeting link. And you can see that this font is gigantic for this little square. So I'm just going to hit this minus sign until it's the size that I want it. I can also just downsize it with the arrows. I can do this however I need to do it. And then I can move this down or up wherever I want it to go. So I think that is pretty good. I'm going to bring that down. You can see those little guidelines that help you get everything lined up. That's a cute button. I like that button. And we're just going to do the same thing for every other button we need to do. Now, I like to make a list beforehand so I know what buttons I'm making. So I know that I have a class lead meeting link, I have a contact the teacher link, I have an about me link, I have an English, a math, a science, a social studies, a specials, um, grade book. I have all these links to everything that my kids could need. quickly. So they don't have to like go hunting for things. It's just like, oh, I need to go to English. Click English. Yay. And I'll use these buttons for literally every class. So once they're made, they're just made forever. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of just share, and then I'm going to download this. Now, if you've downloaded all of your pictures, you'll have more than one, and you can pick which pages you need. Um, it's whatever you want to do. I am going to use PNG because that's typically what I prefer to use. You can use JPEG. It's really just what you want to use. But I'm going to leave it with PNG, and I'm going to download that. It's going to download right to my computer, and I'll get that little pop-up down here telling me that it has downloaded. So what'll happen is you've downloaded your zip file, you're going to open your files and go to downloads. So this is my downloads. I've got my plans, and that was the title of that document. So you can see that it's a compressed zip file. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to extract all. And you're going to get this little pop up right here, and it's going to ask, where do you want that to go? You don't need to change that at all. Just leave it exactly where it is. It's going to go right back into your downloads folders. That's what we want. So we're going to extract that, and then it's going to show the extracted files when that's complete. And then here you go. These are all of my buttons that I could use.